got a little bit of time before my next call, so I thought I would do a quick session, kind of continuing on what I've been doing so far, which is, doing a bunch of stuff. Setting up Statamic, which is a Laravel application, transferring blog posts from WordPress to Statamic, and mostly what I've been doing lately is coding the new Statamic theme and using Tailwind. So Tailwind is the Adam Wathan's utility-driven CSS framework. I'm not as big on the CSS part. It's more sort of the utility-driven part. It's more stuff like this. So yesterday, Steve Shoger gave me all of these pre-built footer components, and these are super, super helpful for someone like me that's, just not a great designer. And these all work with Tailwind out of the box. So, if you're around and you want to hang out, you want to ask some questions about this, let me know in the chat, and we'll kind of take it from here. I should just tell, demoing some of now. If the Twitter stream is not reliable, you can go to youtube.com/JustinJackson/live, and that will work as well. All right. So, hey Tristan, how's it going? You're wondering how I'm finding learning it. I found I'm hacking less than starting with Bootstrap. Still only done 3 pages of learning so far, redoing my podcast site. Oh, sweet. I'd like to see that, actually. I'm uniquely interested in podcasting sites. If you can, paste the URL in Periscope there, if it lets you do that. I like it a lot. There's mostly because of the components. So if we scroll to the very bottom of the Tailwind site, I'm using these all of the time. Especially examples like this, where I can just copy all of these classes and get a nice, card box or horizontal box here. That is really, really helpful. So the benefit for me, and what I think Adam and Steve are testing out, is that they can offer a bunch of components like these. Now, these aren't styled properly, but I'll show you what it looks like. But I can just grab this HTML, and I literally just grabbed Steve's stuff yesterday and threw it in my site. And I need to clean it up a little bit, but it looks good instantly. And having Steve and Adam figure out all of this stuff for me is such a huge advantage. So I'm a big fan of all this stuff. Cool. Just going to, I'm getting some messages from somewhere, so I'm just trying to see where okay. I'm on a parent thread. Those group messages on iMessage or whatever? A bunch of parents talking back and forth. So I'm getting notifications all day from that. Okay, just wanted to tell a few folks here, Mega Maker, that what I'm doing. Oh. All right, let's see here. Okay. Whoa. Oh yeah, the other thing I want to do, just so I can interact with those of you that are on Periscope. Skip this. Okay, now can I just open the chat? Because that's all I want to do. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to be able to say, hey, in Periscope and have it show up. Beauty. All right, so let's actually get to something exciting. I've got a call in 45 minutes. Oh yeah, I want to check this out. Non-live URLs, okay. It's okay, we can still look at these. I'm okay with works in progress. Oh, cool. Yeah, this is looking great, man. Oh, is this the old site or the new site? Now, if I could give you one recommendation, this is totally tongue-in-cheek, but one recommendation is instead of the embeddable player you have right now, you could have a different one. And I am totally joking here. This is you're free to use whoever you like. I know that switching is difficult, but look how nice that looks, man. Could play it right in the site. I'm a little sad because we've come to
version 6.
Yeah. Just saying. You don't need to switch, but I'd be happy to have you. I'd say 20% of our users came over from Libsyn. So, all right. That's enough of that. Let's quit this. Okay, so I'm going to keep that open. I'm going to keep this open. Yesterday, I had a ton of help from Ben Furphy on styling some of this stuff and getting it set up. I still need to style my block quotes. Yeah, always be closing. That's exactly. All right, so one thing I wish I could do actually with this, I use this thing called Magnet to, I wonder what left 2/3 would give me. Oh, that's pretty good. So how do I get left 2/3? Left 2/3 is, it E? Can't tell. What did I use before? Okay. There we go. E is still not quite what I want, but the other thing I think I might do before I get too far down this rabbit hole is, oh, hey, Ben. Welcome back. Yeah, Ben helped me a ton yesterday. It was so helpful. I'm going to add the SEO plugin to Statamic. I can't remember how I do that. There are Statamic add-ons. Let's take a look at these. While I'm doing that, I'm going to close some things because, once again, my machine is kind of dragging here. All right. So I want, oh, I haven't seen this one yet. There's another one that's yeah, SEO Pro is the one I've used before. I wonder what this one does. What's different about this? Oh, you like this one better? Can I try this without buying it? Oh, I can. Well, let's try it out. I use SEO Pro for my personal site, but I'll give it a go. By the way, Ben, what time is it there? What time is it in the UK? Oh, it's evening. It must have been really late when we talked yesterday. Cool. Well, let's try it out and see how we do it. Now I got to remember, how do I install these? Tristan, are you in the UK too? Oops. You just copy the folder. Hey, Miguel, good to see you. Copy the folder to the content add-ons folder in Statamic. All right. And actually, before I go too far, one thing that you folks liked last time, and I think I'll do again, is I'm going to push up everything we've done so far. This is mostly content updates, but this is a bad commit, I know. Push this up, and you can get this at github.com/mijustin/transtat. So if you go here, you can view my code. And we'll go, man, we're getting the evening UK crowd here. That's sweet. Little, instead of watching, there must be no good football games on, eh? All right. So let's, let's open this up and see what's in here. Oh, check this out. This is hilarious. Let's open this up. And I'm guessing this is the one we put in there. So let's go to the we want to go to the content add-ons. Oh, it's actually add-ons is here. I don't think this. Nope, I think add-ons is here. Okay, let's drag this. Let's see what happens. Try to refresh. There we go. All right, and do I configure this somehow? Main, okay, let's go to blog. Don't really need to save that right now. Oh, there's a bunch of settings here. Set the name for the website. This is a company, Transistor Inc. And I don't know why I can't do that right now. Do I want to enable breadcrumbs? Sure. Okay, so we'll save that. Let's go here to marketing, enable Google Tag Manager. I'm not using that right now. Social links. What's this for? Transistor FM. Summary card. Oh, this is nice. Facebook. We've got redirects, although Statamic has built-in although having it automatic would be cool. That way if I change the slug, it'll automatically update it. And then sitemap, okay. The only thing so, why am I switching? There's a bunch of reasons. One is I'm using Statamic for my personal site, and I really like it. Honestly, I would switch just for the following. So here's the source control. Actually, this is a big one already, is that having everything in source control is so helpful. That means the theme files, the styles, any code changes that I do in source control. But the bigger one is that all of my content is in source control. So check this out. Here's the Statamic, I want site, content, and then I've got pages and blog. Look at this. All of my content is in source control. I can look at a history of this, and I can see all of the commits to this. I can see when it was committed. I can see what the changes are. If I'm pushing to GitHub quite a bit, I'll have a really good history of content, right? So having source control alone is worth it for me. And there are folks, by the way, am I a little bit loud? Just turning down my volume here. There are folks like Peter Sum. I'll show you he's doing all sorts of cool stuff with WordPress and source control, and I think, you can do it, but yeah, he's got WP Pusher, he's got This is Branch, continuous integration deployment for WordPress, but there's just something about having all of this, all of my content in source control, all of the theme in source control, makes it so much easier. And the way that Jack and the Statamic team have designed and architected everything, it'll make it easier for John, my partner, to jump in here, and he can, this is the the structure of all of this is pretty easy to understand, right? You can clearly see content. He can, if he wants to, we've got Tailwind running here. We've got, a default template looks like this. And this uses a templating language that's similar to Liquid. So it just makes it easier for a marketing guy like me to, I still get all the advantages. Like I get a control panel. I can, make all my changes on the web if I want. But John gets all of this kind of rich development environment. And so, yeah, so that's been really helpful. And like I said, I really like I've really enjoyed using Statamic for my personal site for justinjackson.ca. This is what Ben says. We use WordPress with source control, but we've had to use custom config to avoid headaches with it. Plus, the database works when you have multiple devs working on it. It's a pain to keep them in sync. By having a flat file, everything stays in sync. So, again, if John and I are working on stuff, having everything in sync, everything in source control here, just way easier, way better for us. So that's why we're changing. Also, the kind of bigger thing I'd like to accomplish is increase my page speed as well. So I'll talk about that later. Joe asks, you can't use it on the admin portal online. You have to use it locally and then push up changes. Actually, no, you can do both. So let me give you an example. So here's my site locally, and yeah, what I'll do is I'll make changes and I'll push them up just using GitHub's app, right? But see, now installed aardvark SEO. So yeah, I'll make changes locally and push it up, but also I can go to justinjackson.ca/cp and I can log in here as well, online. So you can do it however you want. And if I created a post online, the next time next time I want to edit something locally, I just pull down from GitHub and I would have everything local ready to go. Pretty crazy, especially if you have folks, that are using the web interface, but you're a developer and you want the full, like everything local, really easy to get it all kind of synced up. So, Jack McDade, if that's not a good sales pitch for Statamic, I don't know what is. Oh, that'd be cool. Ben, I'm gonna have to pin that because yeah, I totally want to do that. I'm using Forge. All right, so let's just kind of go back here. Actually, one thing I want to look at is let's just put one of these other footers in the site because I want to give you an example of what that might look like. This one's super minimal. I actually like this one too. I actually really like this one too. We don't have a lot of social links though. So maybe I don't want to. Honestly, you know what I think I might do is make a combination of this and this. Okay, so Miguel, this is part of the secret UI kit, but this is just, I'll temper that by saying this is just Steve's messy HTML that he sent me. So this is nothing official. This is like the bootleg. All right, so let's get the footer. And I'm just going to paste this whole thing in. And let's see what that looks like. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Look at that. Looks really good right off the, again, I have to figure out why I'm getting this big space at the bottom. I'm going to need to add some, probably some margin on top here, right? What would that do? Even more, like MT, is there an MT12? That might be too much. No, MT12, yeah, that would be good. More like Steve's bootleg. So let's actually add that to our code, MT12. How come? Okay. Someone's texting me. Hold on. No, I'm good. Okay, so this looks great. And let's actually, now let's fill this out a little bit. So let's put in the transistor specific stuff. This would be transistor Inc. All rights reserved. And now I've got to actually, can I? There we go. What did I just do there? I just added a bunch of stuff. What did I just do there? Oh, here we go. Okay, so to word wrap this so I can actually. So now I got to describe. This is always the test of Transistor is podcast hosting and analytics. I'll just say that for now. And let's, what are all those? And then I'll put Chicago. And our address there, TR Chicago. No, TR address is my, there we go. I think I've got to just make this all one line, right? And then, oh. Hey, how's it going? How do I say your name? Is it Massiage? And then I'll say Canada. And I'll put my office in here. Massiage? That's how you say it? I might actually have to take that out because technically we only have one legal office, but. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Chicago, Canada. And I'm going to remove phone. Let's actually see what this would look like if I...
On the note of the insulation, that strip of underslide insulation in the dryer along the south wall, do you feel it's prudent to send?
Yeah, I'm going to try to remove a few things and...
No?
So if I want to remove some elements, we're going to remove that one. Do I want to keep email on there? Probably do that. And oh, and these are the social. These are social SVGs. Okay, so I don't want dribble. Gonna delete that. So that's this first one. Let's minimize that. Delete it. And one thing I need to figure out is how I'm going to hyperlink that. To hyperlink an SVG, do you just put a link tag around it? We do have Facebook. We do have this. Okay, so let's try this. Although I really hate the Facebook. What I really want to do is bring Twitter and YouTube to the front. Maybe I'll do that first. Okay, so that's Facebook. That's Instagram. That's YouTube. That's Twitter. So what I'm going to do is do this, do this. Okay, and yeah, let's see what happens when I wrap that in a link tag. Well, first, actually, let's see what that, did I mess that up, or does that look okay? There we go. So now I got Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So our Twitter is, how can I minimize this craziness? href, Twitter, transistor, FM, and close that. See what that looks like. Sweet. Link works. Let's go to the next one. So href, what is this? This is YouTube? YouTube.com. I'll have to find that in a second. And then close it. What is our YouTube? Okay, so let's just bring the current page over. And copy the link that I need. Still have a pretty ugly YouTube link. And then what else do we have here? Facebook. Is that what's next? Facebook, yeah. Okay, and the last one, Instagram. And our Instagram is here. That will be right here. Href. Whoa. Beauty. Let's refresh, and those should all be linked properly. Looks good. Yeah, the next thing we'll probably do is, do I have a menu here? Let's see what we've done there in the past. Home, blog, podcast, privacy policy, affiliates. Dashboard login, help center features, pricing. I don't know if we want to keep that or what. Hey, how's it going, Mahazy? All right. Nice. Glad you're doing well. Yeah, this is just to catch anyone up who's just joining. This is Steve Shoger sent me some of these pre-built Tailwind components, and so right now I'm just basically put it into this new website I'm building on Statamic. All I did was copy and paste his HTML, and now I'm just editing it, and it's pretty nice right out of the box. Like I want to fill this out a little bit more, but and I'm going to add some links here. But it works. It is working well. Do we have an about page right now? That's a good question, hey? Don't have an about page. That seems like a shame. I'm going to add that. So now I can't remember how these work. Is this just a regular page? See what happens when I create a default page. Oh, no. I actually don't want this. Nope. I want to use post because then I get that barred editor. Okay, so about. And do I have a good, I've got like a little text expander snippet that. Might actually have to edit this a little bit, hey? Sorry, text formatting's not super exciting. These are all of our features. Feel free to ask me any other questions you have about this, why I'm doing this, what I'm doing, why the switch to Statamic, why use, why use Tailwind, all that stuff. All right, and now I'm gonna, again, and I think the other advantage of something like Statamic is that unlike Middleman or other things, you actually get an editor. And I mean, I could write posts in Markdown, but I typically don't. And so this just makes more sense. Oh, I got an error. This is issue saving your data. More detail can be found in the logs. Okay, why did this not work? Slug already exists. Oh, maybe because I created that other one? No, no. That seemed to work fine now. All right, let's switch to a code and let's find about, and let's just create a link for this. All right, ooh, I definitely need to fix formatting on here. Should I do that right now? What does the home page is like this? Hey Ben, how do I figure out what template this is using? I'm guessing it's just default, but. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure it's grabbing from this class, so this, it should be using this. This template. So how come it's not using article? Because it's also not displaying the. It's also not displaying the. Maybe I have a. Yeah, okay. I've done that before, Ben. I can turn on the debug bar. It just slows everything down. Where is it? Settings, debugging. Let's turn this on. Debug on. Then check the variables tab on the bar that will appear at the bottom. Where's the variables thing? Field set is post. Page is true. Layout is default. And by the way, Ben, if you want to give me a call on Skype, I'm on there too. Happy to do it that way as well. Although I only have 5 minutes, so maybe what I'll do is I'll end this right now, and home is the template. That's it, Ben. You got it. So I need to, actually, I'll bet you if I just go like this, there we go. There we go. Sweet. Cool, everybody. Yeah, I gotta jump on another call, but thanks for showing up again. And yeah, thanks for your help, Ben. Maybe I'll ping you later if you're still up, and we can go over some of that other stuff, how to configure Spock and Forge, and but every time we do this, folks, I make a little bit more progress, right? And thanks again to Steve for giving me the bootleg access to these Tailwind components. I think you folks need to, if you go to tailwind.css, do they have a mailing list? That's a great question, actually. I know they have a Discord, but I'm not. That's probably, I guess, the best way to keep in touch. But I think they're going to be launching some of these as paid, like you get access to all of these different components. So again, for people like me that want to build interfaces or marketing sites really fast, this is going to be incredible. And again, like you can see, Steve gave me all these options, and I could even I think I might grab this part here and use this as well. So I can take little pieces from what I like and put it right into my site, and it just works. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, I'll go live again maybe later on this afternoon. Oh yeah, it'll be 300% worth it. I'll save so much time. It's basically like having a senior designer provide you with all the components you need for your project. It's gonna be awesome. All right, I'll see you maybe later on today.